Once again, this is kvci.blogspot.com, George Boston Rhymes, YouTube, Boston G.B.R. The clip you heard a few minutes ago was from a friend that I've been knowing for a long time. He had his own business, laundromats, rental houses, worked for a very large corporation. He's a very respected man in the community. And I respect his opinion. I had to put him on tape, and I wanted you to listen to him. Because he is a person like many other people around the country. They are not happy with what people are saying about the 44th president of these United States of America. He is no different from the other 43 all-white male presidents, some of whom denied blacks their right to get a drink of water from a water fountain, couldn't use the bathroom in public facilities, didn't have a right to vote, couldn't even run for elected offices under some of the other 43 all-white male presidents. Yet they're going to call this president a clown, the Antichrist, and any other dirty name that you can think of. But we, the people of America, we, the people from Africa, did not ask to come here. In fact, we are the only non-immigrants in this country, except the Native Americans. We did not come as immigrants. We didn't even come as slaves. My ancestors did not come to America as slaves, but they came as prisoners. There's a difference between a prisoner and a slave. If you're a slave and you break away, you are free. But if you're a prisoner and you break away, they go get your behind and bring you back because you are a prisoner. So our ancestors came to these shores in the year 1555, Mr. Hannity, and the rest of you, including black female columnist Star Parker, Clarence Thomas on the Supreme Court, and others who travel that line of major decline opposite of divine. And so we watch the reverse patriots. We watch the reverse Christians and followers of Jesus Christ get on TV and masquerade as a servant of Jesus Christ, as a servant of Muhammad or Allah, or a servant of Jehovah, or a servant of Buddha, or a servant of Joseph Smith under the Latter-day Saints, but they apparently are practicing the hate of Satan. So you don't have to be deceived by reverse Christians today. You don't have to be deceived by reverse patriots. Just listen to their speech. Listen to how they talk about it. Now, if President Barack Obama is a hateful man, and if he can't do nothing right, what did Jesus say to do for a man such as that? I will share it with you in case you didn't know. Jesus said to pray for them. Jesus said to love your enemies. Jesus said to do good to all men. Jesus said, when you do it unto the least of these, my brethren, then you do it also unto me. So when you talk and call this human being whom God allowed to come through his mother's womb, when you call him all these dirty names, you are saying it to God. Mr. Hannity, don't you know that Jesus taught love? Don't you know that the founding fathers of this great republic talked about love even if they didn't mean it? Because God had a hand in the creation and the upbuilding of this nation for freedom, justice, and equality for all men, not just white, rich, elite people such as yourself. I know you got millions, but I got a God that over the millions that you have. My God is over the health that you possess. My God is over the rain that falls. And so we want to close this clip out. And I want to apologize to you all for talking like this. But the brother a few minutes ago had told me so much about how he disapproved of what Hannity is saying on worldwide TV. Before not only the peoples in America, but people around the world, at a time when our nation is at war on 3 different fronts that we know about and others we don't even know about. I have never in my life, I'm a retired military veteran, put 20 years in this man's army. And I've never seen a president of these United States of America denigrated in the eyes of the world as the 44th president of these United States and the first black African American president in the history of this nation. The black man from the land of the burnt-faced people was stripped of our name, stripped of our God, stripped of our religion. Don't even have our own name. My name is not George Boston Ryan. That's a European name they stamped on me. I can't even speak my mother tongue. The mother language was taken from me. Yet you gonna talk about the Tea Party. Where was the Tea Party when we couldn't vote? Where was the Tea Party when we couldn't own a gun and defend ourselves? Where was the Tea Party under Jim Crow? Where was the Tea Party? Mr. Hannity? Honorable Rush Limbaugh? Where were the Tea Party when we, our ancestors, and until this very day, are still catching hell? And so we're going to close this clip out. I want you to know, Mr. Hannity, if I've said anything that offend you, it's not my purpose to offend anyone. My purpose is to do what Jesus did, and that is to give you truth so you may become free. Because unless you get truth, you will never be free. You got millions, yes, but you will not be free. Governor Wallace, Lester Maddox, Bull Connors, and the rest of the group, history proved them to be on the wrong side of history. Dr. King was on the right side of history. And today, edifices erected to his honor. And while the others, the Dixiecrats, that stood against change and what was right, are nothing more than footnotes at the bottom of pages in books and encyclopedias, because they were on the wrong side of history. Hannity, the history of the United States of America and around the world will record you and those who follow your religion, that you too will be found on the wrong side of history. Peace be unto you. My name is George Boston Ryan, and I welcome an opportunity to be on your show so we can tell you what we have said today, because like Luke 4:18 said, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he's anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor, recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, and to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. I come to give you truth because I want you to be free. I don't want you to be my slave, and I'm sure as hell not going to be yours. Bye-bye.